Claudia, and today I'm going to be showing you how to propagate a Dieffenbachia plant. The Dieffenbachia plant is also known as the dumb cane, and it is toxic to humans and all pets. Just an FYI, if you're thinking about getting one but you have some fluffy friends around, you might want to steer away from it or keep it somewhere that they can't get to. When I got this Dieffenbachia, it was actually in some pretty rough shape, if you can't tell by some of the leaves, so I got it really cheap. But the really exciting part for me was it has all these beautiful new plants growing at the bottom, and because I figured I could bring it home and give it some love and it'll be back in great shape in no time, which it already has this nice brand new leaf on it. I had it out on my front porch and it's been doing great. But today I wanted to focus on these and just teach you how you can propagate these. The first step to propagation is choosing which plant that you want to take off, and on this plant, I'm going to take this one because it's nice and big and really healthy, and I think it will take best to being separated. So you can either feel to see if it will just rip off. If you don't want to harm it, you can always take a scissors to it and just clip it off of the plant, like so. Exciting news, it already has a root on it, so when I pop this in the water for propagation, it should take off right away. Now I have this nice little plant to propagate, so all I have to do with this is take a nice little vase of water. I chose this one with a skinny neck just because it has this long stem and I wanted to be able to sit down in there without the leaf getting wet. So the first thing you do is you just take this plant and stick it in your water as far down as it can go. Once you have your plant in your little vase, you can find a nice windowsill for it and give it about 3 to 4 weeks and it'll start to develop a nice root system like this one. So I've had this one in water for about a month and a half now, and it has this really nice root system, so I can finally plant it. I don't know if you can see that from here, I'll give you a close-up. It has these nice roots growing on it. So we're gonna go ahead and plant this into some soil so it can take off. Since I've had it in here, it actually has grown this whole new leaf, which is really exciting. I can't wait to put it in soil and see how it does. And now for the messy part, I'm just gonna take this little guy and plop him into some soil. And you want the soil to be nice and damp because taking a plant from a water propagation and putting it into completely dry soil can shock it because it's been so used to just constantly having water. So I would recommend making sure the soil is always a little bit damp, and then after about a week you can start to let it dry a little bit. You don't want to overwater it once it does get acclimated to the soil, but just until then, just make sure your soil is damp or it could die. Alright, and then once you have your little Dieffenbachia plant potted, it's all ready to go. You can find a nice little home for it, and soon the other babies on this plant will be big enough that I can take them off and start water propagating them like I did with this one. Whopper. That could be the short way of saying water propagation. And then in about 3 to 4 weeks, I'll be doing the same thing that I did to this one, and then I will have a whole little family of Dieffenbachia plants. Thank you so much for watching, and I am filming this on Halloween, so if you're wondering why I have like weird ghost socks on, that is why. So happy Halloween to all of you. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye.